Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's Gordon Miller here. I'm going live again. You can see in the background, sun's just coming up now. It's, I don't know, like 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since about 4:30, chatting with a really good friend of mine. And then another follower of mine from Quora started chatting with me on Instagram. So I wanted to dedicate this post to my good friends in Kabul, Afghanistan that I was chatting with earlier, and also my good friend who has a special someone in Las Vegas. So anyway, the thing that people need to understand is that, just like my other post of people are in your life for a reason, which is true. The problem is that everybody's looking for their soulmate. Everybody's looking for that relationship that's going to last forever. You know what? Nothing lasts forever. Eventually one of you will die, and usually one before the other. And, while some people are lucky enough to be together for 50, 60, 70 years, that typically doesn't happen anymore, especially among millennials. I don't see you guys, being with anybody for 70 years. But anyway, the thing that I wanted to at least address here is the issue of, look, relationships are about, being a part of each other's lives. People come together depending, on where people are at the time in their life. I think relationships are based on the laws of physics. I think that people come together just like objects come together in a physical world. And, based on the magnitude and direction of the vector and the other factors, how open they are to it, the resiliency of the individuals and things like that, it's one of those kind of things that some people stay together for a long time. Some people, stay together for days, weeks, or months. But, ultimately, I think that the real problem is that, people believe that everything should last forever. And I just don't think that's necessarily realistic. I mean, I think that, people are in people's lives, for a reason. And we're all supposed to learn something from those relationships. And I think that's great. But stop. I have so many people that are like, oh, I'm waiting for my soulmate. And you know what? That rarely happens. But while you're waiting for your soulmate, you're missing lots of really good relationship opportunities along the way. Those relationships are there to teach us something and to help us learn and grow as a person. And as long as the relationships are being productive, and as long as it's an important part of your life, then, you're learning something from it. So I think it's important that everybody understand that, relationships aren't necessarily designed to last forever. If you go out and meet somebody and you date them for, weeks, months, or years, then great. But don't expect it to last 20, 30 years. I think most people get disappointed because they don't have a very realistic expectation of, what the reality of the relationship and the impact of that is. So, I think that more people would be happier if they had a better, realistic idea about what's going on. So that's my thing. I encourage you all to go out there and have good relationships and have those relationships be a positive impact on your life. Again, my focus is typically business, but I believe that relationships are a huge part of business success. If you don't have successful personal relationships, then you're not going to have a successful business relationship either. And some of the same things apply. I mean, sometimes it's business partners and other people in your life and vendors and clients and things like that. The relationships are all, business is all about relationships. So your personal relationships are very important as well. So anyway, like I said, nothing's designed to last forever. And I just hope that people will go out there and make the most of every relationship, learn something from it if it's a bad relationship, and move on. And then, be a part of another relationship. So everybody's always so upset when a relationship ends, but don't think of it as the end of a relationship. Thinking of it as the beginning of a new opportunity for a new relationship. And I think you'd be much better off for that. So anyway, I'm up here at my gym, getting ready to go swim. So here's the, let me see, there you go. So there's the pool, and the weather is unbelievably beautiful. Thankfully it's heated. Sometimes I swim downstairs, sometimes I swim up here, but the sunrise is really kind of hard to beat. So anyway, thank you all very much. Talk to you soon.